Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we'll be taking a look through the very latest issue of Paperback Parade. So sit back, relax, and let's take a look. So here we are. This one arrived in the post just this week, and amazingly it's number 117 of Paperback Parade, our 37th year. How amazing is that? I've got to admit, I was reading copies of this probably in the issues 20s and 30s, right back in the early 90s, and when I first started getting into paperbacks. And it's incredible to see that Gary's still publishing these, so well done for that. Now, it's a perfect bound. It's just a touch over A5 format, which is perfect for these, and I believe full colour throughout. Now, I've not looked through this at all, so we'll have a little look for the first time together here. So you've got the index there, and of course, if you want to advertise, you can. So Gary usually starts off these magazines with a bit of paperback talk about what's been going on within the world of paperbacks, the latest magazines, books about paperbacks, and of course any vintage paperback or pulp shows, of which there are a few coming up. This is always a lively editorial from Gary, which I always enjoy. And it's the Ray Guns and Rocket Ships book by Ryan Hughes. Absolutely fantastic, that one. What a book that one is. And of course, yeah, volume 4, The Best of Manhunt, amazing, up to number 4 now. But there was an awful lot of good stuff there. That's from Stark House Press, of course. Looking at the new Stark House books as well there. These are all Stark House and Black Gat. That's all their different imprints. Classic reprints. And of course, the same from Hard Case Crime. We're doing the same sort of thing. Good stuff here. So that was Gary's introduction. Now, Frazetta book cover art, the definitive reference. This is a new book that's come out recently. Now, the first printing was sadly quite limited, and I didn't manage to get hold of a copy at all. But basically, they have pulled together all of Frank Frazetta's vintage book cover artwork into one fantastic book. Now, I believe there is a more mass market version going to be coming out, and I shall be sure to grab that one and review it on the channel. But yeah, so look at that one, and Frank Frazetta, what a great artist, one of the absolute all-time greats. And we've got some of his classic work here reproduced, absolutely fantastic. And there's a little advert for Gary's channel and also the Men's Adventure Quarterly magazine. And here's a bit more on Frank Frazetta by David Spurlock, great author. Yeah, so it says here about that Frazetta book. It's the hardcover. There's a deluxe slip-cased version as well. And I believe there will be like a normal trade edition coming out, which is the one I shall try and pick up and do a full review on the channel. David X. Manners, A Family of Writers, there by John Manners. This looks interesting. See some great stuff to have a look through here. A couple more adverts there by Stark House. And there's The Best of Manhunt number 3. I must get a copy of that one. The first two are absolutely outstanding. Interview now with William Wu, which Gary's done. Good stuff. Taking on the mantle from Asimov on some of his stories. There's a bibliography. At Ease with Soldier Shows, Jim Fitzpatrick. Looks like Soldier Shows from the Second World War by the look of it. There's some of the American Services editions. Quite scarce in the UK over here, but they do occasionally turn up, the odd ones and twos. More adverts there, one for Pulp Fest, and some rare books there. Looking to be bought by Heartwood Books and Art. Richard Green here, that I believe the designer of this magazine, and he likes books which have got matchbooks covers or match-related stuff on the covers. Always a fascinating subject. I've only got one, which is for Star Trek the Motion Picture. That's the only one I've got. Oscar Adventures. That was the Robert Silverberg book. Now we'll look at this. Is going to be fantastic. So this is the science fiction work of Walter Tevis. Absolutely great writer. Now, you probably know him for The Man Who Fell to Earth. He did also write The Colour of Money and The Queen's Gambit, which has obviously recently been made into the Netflix miniseries. So there's and the Hustler, of course, that was the first one. Colour of Money was the sequel. Great stuff. There's The Queen's Gambit. Brilliant. I wouldn't mind picking up an edition of The Colour of Money. I absolutely love the movie. I love it more than The Hustler, in actual fact. And that's good stuff. That's some of Gary's Sherlock Holmes related books that he's written himself. Down Out Books 2022. As you can see, quite a bit in here, isn't there? Flint. Classic Jim Thompson. Oh, I'd love to own some of these originals. They're just fantastic. And he's a great sort of hardboard writer, one I really like. Paperbacks and The Blacklist, Oliver Crawford's Ace PBO. Some classic covers here. Nice early pocket and a Ballantine there. Good stuff. So as you can see, there's a fair old bit to get stuck into in this issue. Now, I believe the easiest way to do it, you can either go to the Gryphon Books website, or I believe Gary actually sells these under Gryphon Books as an eBay user ID. So he'll have the latest issue plus many back issues for you to get stuck into. And don't forget, Gary himself has got an absolutely astonishing vintage paperback collection. So if you've never checked out Gary Lovisi on YouTube, I'll put a direct link to Gary's channel in the description down below so you can check it out, because there's stacks there for you to enjoy. So there we are. Hope you enjoyed that little look through the very latest issue of Paperback Parade. Thanks very much for watching today. If you've enjoyed it, do please give the video a thumbs up. Do please hit that subscribe button for regular vintage paperback coverage, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.